Ooh. What's up, Lou?
What's good? What's good?
Man, you know, just
another one.
Yeah. So, Lou and your boy Boss bringing it home. So we on part 4. Competition is the way. So kick it off, man. We gonna freestyle a little bit.
Yeah, this is the one thing that's been holding the Cowboys back all these years. It's the propaganda. Really? The Joneses got our fan base in the chokehold, man.
Oh man.
Funny enough, after we had this conversation this morning, I think I figured out with the angle you finna take.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you.
Spill the beans. Spill the beans. Let's get it.
Right now?
Go, man.
Okay. So
we ain't gotta prolong it.
Okay. I think you're saying Shotty is playing chess, right?
Yeah.
You know I play chess, so this
Yes.
is why it's right up my alley.
Right.
So you know about the knight, right? The knight is one of my favorite pieces, right?
Talk to me.
There's this thing called a fork, and it's when you move the piece and you basically thread in like multiple pieces at a time. So and by you doing that, you're basically putting your opponent at crossroads, right? But what good chess players know, when they do this, they actually are really like have a hidden script or a hidden agenda. So, and I think Shotty is doing something similar by pushing and kind of leading with this propaganda of competition because he's really trying to get what he's really trying to do, and it's going in what Rome said last night of trying to make them feel like they're right. Well, guess what? We can get the best out of these players that they want to win if we could truly drive competition.
Listen, man. See, that's why you great. See, all I had to do is say chess, and that boy put the whole thing together.
That's why I didn't want to give it away.
Hey, no, that's what it is, though. And so
I knew it.
Yeah, it's a yeah, and you said it perfect. Leading with competition, make it at the front center line of the thing. So it's almost, I was imagining it being like Star Wars.
Ooh, see, look.
Are we on the same page? Are we on some nerds? Are we on some nerds? You hear me?
Are you talking about Emperor, the Palpatine, how you did it?
Nah, I was talking about when they was on the original. Yeah. Where he needed that force to get it into the Death Star. And he had a window. This is what Brian is doing, man. And this is so important what he doing.
This is very important. This can shift the entire, like, what he's doing. This is another Star Wars thing. Like, everybody remember Emperor Palpatine. Like, yeah, he was powerful, but he needed the entire Senate before he could take over, right? And by him doing this, he's actually putting a hidden nuke in there, and he's converting even the casual fans. If he can really pull this off, because if he's leading with competition and competition really persists, it'll be it'd be bright as day if the Joneses get involved, and if they do get involved, we'll have a wide receiver 2 type nuke that go off again.
Genius. Just pure genius by Shotty. Genius. Coach Marv in the house.
Salute Coach Marv, man.
Amp in the house. Black in the house. Got us a super chat. Ease to ease. He say, keep doing y'all thing, man. Thank you, brother. So, no, this is genius. So, you already kind of gave the tea.
That's what I didn't want to say.
Hey, I don't mind putting it in the beginning.
Hey.
And not having to build up. Listen, we go show the evidence of it. hold on before I go, because I'm ready to go. So hold on, you know me, man. We got to get our investigative music going. All right, it's my thinking music. All right, here we go. We starting off.
Yeah, it's just the central theme of the program is compete every day, and so we find different ways to do it. We look at, what's going on in the world. Congratulations to the Stars. I think that's really cool for Dallas professional sports, what they're doing. So at some point in a team meeting, we might, shoot at some goals with a hockey stick and maybe a soft puck, not a hard puck. But we look at different ways to compete, and we did something for the Masters the other day that was pretty cool. Had a putt off, but get these guys in different types of environments and ask them to do different things. And it's fun to watch these world-class football players that absolutely suck at shooting free throws. I mean, literally, like, I'm not going to say names, Osa, that really was not very good. But it's fun to watch these guys compete and get outside their comfort level, but to try to one-up each other.
So the key part is, he said, it's the central theme of the program. And so listen, this is truly at odds. We go prove it. We go prove it. This is clearly at odds with the long-going philosophy of the Dallas Cowboys front office. This is clearly at odds. But he has this window, and see, Lou said it best. When you make it the center theme of the entire program, competition, how does our guys fit?
It sticks out like a sore thumb. It looks plain as day. It's literally, actually, you're holding it hostage. You're taking the whole thing and you're holding it hostage.
Right.
And yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like the fight is with Cowboy Nation, and really the casual side of Cowboy Nation, getting them convinced. If they can see it, like, it's powerful.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna just play a couple clips, and then we're gonna start talking about it, kind of spell out what he's doing.
I'm gonna show it with the Athletic. When you take over as head coach, the offense looks a certain way on paper. And now since then, you've added guys, free agency, the draft. Obviously, George, from an offensive play caller standpoint, like, what do you think of when you're looking at this offense on paper right now?
I love our balance. It's a great question, John. I love our balance. I think you look at what we did from a free agency standpoint, bringing in Miles and Javonte and Rob Jones on offense. We weren't done with that. Move in the first round and take Tyler Booker, who we're really excited about. I need to find out if the Turtles are here. I don't know if the Turtles are here. I need to ask him that. But getting GP was big for us. But again, it speaks to competition. We're trying to create competition at every level. What makes Dak Prescott better? Joe Milton. What makes CeeDee Lamb better? George Pickens. What makes Jaden Blue better? Having Javonte Williams. And so I think as you look at what we're doing, Jerry and Steven and Will have done an incredible job of creating that competition across the board at multiple spots. And that's what you're going to see today. You'll see guys that are taking first-team reps. Are they the starters? No, they're just taking first-team reps today. Do we change it up? Of course we do, because we're all about creating competition. And so I think, I see a unit that's got a ton of playmakers and pieces, but we're going to go based on how our offensive line goes. They're going to play really, really physical. They're going to go based on how our offensive line goes. And they're going to play really ton of playmakers and pieces, but we're going to go based on how our offensive line goes. And they're going to play really, really physical. They're going to be tone setters, if you will, and that's very exciting.
So, yeah, he's definitely making competition a centerpiece. So let me kind of play this, and we go get down to the risk. Because we got to show you the risk, okay? So, and this is what a lot of people, Lou, might struggle with. So sometimes you'll see what he's doing, but if I can't show you where there's opposition, then you won't know how to help him cook, you know? So we got to be able to spot it, Lou, right? We got to be able to spot it.
You 100% correct. Like, he's using us. I don't think people see it, but he's definitely using us. Y'all, Cowboy Nation was mad after the season. Let's get CD some help. Let's get CD some help. I was saying it from the beginning. I knew they was going to get him some help because how angry Cowboys were. You know, so shout out to the pun. But, like, he used that opportunity because they was. I'm telling y'all, they was going. If we let Steven have his way, he would have replaced it with a draft pick. But he was like, "Nah, let me take this opportunity to get 2 for 1." And he sees that on draft day. You know what I'm saying? By going with his, he been leading with it. So when it was time to fight, he fought. And then here come Pickens at the end. The plan was always to replace, you know, to get more in here for wide receiver too. But he's just picking and choosing his battles wisely.
Yeah, and see, we go freestyle just for a second. So Keystone say, bring in Jair Alexander to toughen up Diggs. Ooh. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I want to bring in Jair. I do. I want to bring him in because we need more bodies. Like, I understand people are saying his injury history and everything like that. We just need more bodies until everybody get back. And like I was telling, you know, I said it on Twitter, it's even better if you can get him on a 2-year deal because we already know there's going to be heavy, you know, rotation after this season in that cornerback room, whether it's Diggs and a Bland. I like, you know what I'm saying? So I want to drive competition because you talking about Diggs, T-Stone. The one name we ain't talking about that they're going to be ready to push if we let them have their way is Kalen Carson. We need to be pushing him.
Yeah. I'm open to it for sure. So I just need to take a look at him. I've never yet taken a look at him.
We haven't. I know his play is going down, but I know he's going to be better than Kemon Hall. I know he's going to be better than Andrew Booth. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we truly want competition, it means it all up and throughout. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
All right, so I noticed this a long time ago, so check this out.
Nick Harris, Forward Star Telegram. First one's from Brian. You said in Florida that no jobs are being given out on this team. Tyler Booker, is it as easy as throwing him in the right guard competition, or is this kind of a call to the entire offensive line that things could be changed? Yeah,
you know, our motto is compete every day, and that doesn't matter whether you're Dak Prescott, Micah Parsons, it doesn't matter. But when you see the traits that this young man has, he's going to come in, he's going to compete for it, and from every stop, playing in high school, going to IMG, going to Alabama, he's always found his way into the starting lineup. And again, I'm not just excited about the player, I'm extremely excited about the person.
That man look uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable, man.
That's the enemy right there.
Yep. And he talked about that competition, right? Right behind that, this is what Jerry said.
You have to make a decision when you're paying them how they're going to compete for the spot. So
look at Brian.
Oh my God, we need y'all help, Cowboys.
Oh no!
That's that look of.
Oh hell no!
This is the centerpiece of what I'm doing. Listen, look at Brian. Look at Steve.
Eye contact, man.
So when you make a commitment of a first round pick or you make a commitment of a certain
Ain't no water in the thing. Hey, I'm trying. Please don't say nothing about this competition. Please.
salary, you do want competition, okay? but you're betting the house that you've got your winner in any kind of competition out there. Just logic.
Oh.
Man.
And see, since then, they have not been back.
Talking about with the podium with him? Yeah.
They have not been on the podium.
I've noticed that.
Since then. It was a conflict of vision. This man's centerpiece is competition. And you're gonna bet your house. See, we laughing, but this is a real thing. So listen.
That's the most important thing is if you pick them, you got to use them.
See, that is the philosophy of Stephen Jones. And that is when you are trying to develop them young guys. And Brian is over here saying, nah, there's going to be a winner and a loser from a straight up competition, and the winner will get the job. How is this going to play out? Can you help me, please, Lou?
This is so frustrating to hear from a football savant standpoint. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, Cowboy Nation, this is the reason why we get labeled front runners. Our players are so entitled and privileged on the field. You know what I'm saying? And this is why we don't win the big games. This is the winner battles right here. These are winner battles right here, man. Like this is the reason why when we go up against San Fran, we facing a hungry dog. And we look like the dog that's already ate and been inside all day. This is something we're talking about right here. This is why we can't get extra out of it, because we've been withheld back because these fools up here are thinking with their wallets.
Pleasure, Angry man in the house. What's up, Angry? How is this gonna play out?
Honestly, I think in certain areas we're gonna have true competition.
Okay.
I really do, and I think it's because the timeline is just lining up with some of their guys. Because at the end of the day, they love their guys until they got to pay them. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just in certain areas of this team that they're protecting that I really wish they would allow Brian to say what he's going to say and drive out competition, because all our stars on our team, that's what brought out the best out of them. You say this every time. That's what brought the best out of Dak. That's what brought the best out of him. When he competed, when he fought hard, when nothing was given to him. But when you hand the star on the platter just because you paid him,
or you drafted him,
this ain't a football team.
That's right.
This is a factory. This is just another job. We just that's engine number 3, man. Hand him his equipment and let him go to work.
So this is how I think it's gonna play out. I feel like it's gonna be an ongoing fight. I don't see Steven laying down. I see eventually them getting at odds over a key decision, a key starter. Because if it's true competition, there's going to be surprises. There are going to be Mr. Irrelevant from San Fran, Purdy, going against Trey. Trey was the one they spent all that money on, and you had a Mr. Irrelevant quarterback who was just better. That worked at San Fran. Would that work here? Would that work here?
It should. I would word it in a way. This is how you make them feel good about it. You get off. I know you spent the first on Trey Lance if you the Cowboys, but man, San Fran was paying Purdy pennies. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the mindset. Like, they thinking too much with their wallet. Ooh, D.W. Ferguson. I agree. That, yeah, see, look. Ooh. They already trying to protect them and everything like that. It's just me. But, like...
oh, Mr. Nasty Time.
If they do it, they'll save money in the long term. That's the thing. Like, we be trying to make moves to actually help their philosophy. If they take the risk on a Purdy, you know how much money you save versus a Trey Lance?
I can see that. So that's why I say we got to prepare. So let's throw this out here while we're talking about competition, because we don't just want to show. Because what we showing y'all is Brian he's trying to put up protections to protect the castle, to protect competition. He putting some moats in there, put some alligators. You know, he got some tar at the top of the castle. He go pour on them when they trying to scale a wall with them ladders. They go pour hot tar on them bars. You know, so he putting all of them.
Stand up the defenses.
That's what he doing. So, but it's gonna likely play out though with, let's say, Span and Ferguson. So on a specific example, that would say we got to be loud if we see there's an obvious gap. We can't have no, and we got to be loud about it. Can we shake on that? Fans and chat, can we? Real talk. And say, ooh, I like this. Look at this. This is another one.
But I think we already hearing.
I don't think that's gonna be.
Yeah, we already hearing. They already trying to. Yeah, I've been hearing a little bit too much about Donald. I think Donald finna go, and they paid the safeties behind him, so it's actually work out in their favor.
I think it's gonna be Ferg.
Ferg is a very good name.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Ferg. Cause see, we talking about the deal breaker. The deal breaker between Steven Jones, Jerry Jones, and Brian. What's gonna make them put their foot down on this competition thing? I say it's gonna be Ferg. For real.
I can believe it.
So let me play a couple more clips with this real quick. So we already talked about what their philosophy is. Look at what he was doing when he was with the playmaker. Where the playmaker with just listen, watch this.
As I was joking around with the receiver coach and everything and talking with Coach Schottenheimer, I said, Coach, you do what we're doing here, what we do on Sundays. This stuff is the pressure-packed stuff. All of it's pressure. When you get those 3rd and 9s, that's all pressure. It's about competition. It's about pressure. Those two things, competition, competing, and it's always pressure. You have to live, you have to learn, and you must love those things. Yes. And he's changing that culture. And he's done one thing that I hold true. You must make people comfortable with them two things. Competing like a mother, brother. And then pressure.
So he was talking about how everything that they was doing and that they're doing is centered around competition. So this is what you was talking about with the night. Can you explain that again?
Yeah, the night, if y'all don't know, it's a little horse thing. Moves in an L shape. It's a very dangerous piece because if it's in the middle of the board, what I like to play, it's this thing called knifing, where you'll put it in the middle and your next move is attacking two different pieces. So you're threatening two different, sometimes I do it in two important pieces. So maybe your knight and your rook. You got to pick and choose. It's putting your opponent at crossroads. But sometimes, if you're even better, you actually have a hidden script. Like I said, I know what you want to choose, so I may want you to choose just to move out the way or do what you want to do. So I think Schottenheimer is putting the knife up, you know what I'm saying, of competition to really we don't want to see them choose between their guys and bringing in better guys, but it's really the hidden agenda is making the guys that they want to win better.
Exactly. So, my boy Klebo said, it's my dog. My boy Klebo said, let me show his comment. He said, I think y'all sleeping on Ferg.
I understand. But I'm not, man. Been what, 3-4 years? One good year. Really one solid year. I know people say he was hurt last year. I understand that, but at the same time, you lined it up. You went out there. I don't like how you need Dak for you to, succeed. So, like, if you depended on other player already, and we've been hearing rumblings, like, I'm just saying, Klebo, we just saying this. If Span Ford, they say he's unstoppable. I know he's in shorts and T-shirts. But if he's firmly out there and he's firmly going crazy, will you put your nostalgia to the side and say, let the best man win?
Right. And so, and that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to prepare our imagination for that happening. Because it's not about, in my opinion, sleeping on Ferg. It's about being open to potential major upside to Span. Just somebody who has another gear, And if that person is reaching that gear, that your team is better. That's all. And I'm open for it happening fast. Just like when Bland got on the roll, he just kept having good days.
Stacking them.
If Span just out there just making plays day in, day out, just big boying people, just don't make it hard. It's just he cold, he big, he's 6'8".
Like we can't have this mental, bank of these players, man. We can't fall in love with our players, man.
Yeah,
we can't.
That's all.
That's it. Like
that's it.
Like first of all, that type of love is reserved for really our cornerstones of our team. Ain't nobody coming to take CD's spot right now.
That's right.
What I'm saying? Ain't nobody coming to take Micah's spot right now. That's no. Everybody else.
You preaching.
Fair game, bro. it's fair game. That's why I was passionate about that number situation. Really, y'all. If we depend on, I really want to know how he got it. If he really wanted that number, but I would have. Look, my coach used to do the same thing. We used to drive competition off numbers. Oh, y'all vote for number one? I got a drill for that. We got Oklahoma for that.
Right.
We got tug of war for that. Y'all want the number? Show me how bad you want it.
See, and James Ruff said it. It's all about letting the best man win all the way across the board. So what if Span is just better than Ferg? What if? Just clearly. What we gonna say?
Because at the end of the day, it's gonna tell me a lot where you stand.
Right.
You put your feelings first, or you putting winning first.
Right. Cause see, Cause see, this is the thing. If the Joneses even try to tear this down, this will be like a total killer of a season. That's how many barriers he put up on this. Michael Irvin them coming in, they shooting free throws everywhere. He's always talking about, you lost, he won, you lost, he won, you lost.
You're going to kill the morale of your team.
You'll kill the morale.
Entirely. It'll come down like a stack of cards from the inside out. And he got this care culture too because he's showing you care about him. But coach, I was winning. I know, but they not letting they ain't letting the true winners win.
Right.
If the game is rigged, why is it worth fighting for?
Right.
That's what's been happening. Like that's what happened in the Cowboys. If the game has already been rigged, our team ain't going out there and fighting.
That's right. That's right. So check this out, man.
Competition and pressure. And my mind always says, because that's what's going to win in the fourth quarter. I'm not even talking talent. I know what I'm saying. Competing and pressure. I ain't say talent. And you know why I didn't say talent? Because it's not going to be a determining factor. You can have talent, but everybody has talent. It's how much you compete and how good you are under pressure. And how do I create this every day, 24 hours a day, so when it happens...
He talking about that's what Shotty doing. See, he telling y'all Shotty has made this the entire cornerstone. The entire cornerstone. Compete every day. Hold on.
You feel like you're right where you're supposed to be. When fourth quarter, 2 minutes, all that stuff happens, your heartbeat drops. Because pressure is right where you want to be.
Yeah, it's just the central theme of the program is compete every day. And so it's just the central theme of the program is compete every day. Yeah, it's just the central theme of the program is compete every day. And
this is genius. It's genius. This is our window, Dallas. See, I know Michael Irvin said, Lou, talent is not enough, right? Right? People are listening to him like, man, he just talking, bro. He just talking. Have y'all ever researched how many teams have made the most All Pros and Pro Bowlers in the last 15 years? You know it's consistently us.
It's us.
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 And what has that netted us? The Dallas Cowboys is real good at getting talent. Talent is not the problem. It's not. So it's this competition, man. It got to be pure. When they be putting they thumb on the scale, when they be over here.
That's the most important thing is if you pick them, you got to use them.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I'm going to be honest with you, man. It low-key happened today. It low-key happened today.
Oh, no, yeah.
You thought I wasn't going to bring it up.
Oh, bring it all the way up and bring it to the front of the class, please.
What's your thoughts?
I'm pissed. I'm pissed that we was right. I'm pissed that we hit it right on the nose for y'all.
Right about what?
We said 2, you said 3.
Yeah.
And you said the incentives is gonna carry it to 5.
Yeah.
And exactly what's happening. But the thing is pissing me off about it.
And the cap hit is $1 million.
Exactly like he said. Exactly like he said. I'm not liking what's going on in Cowboy Nation at this position. At this position, running back. I'm very pissed of what's happening with this position, Cowboy Nation. I'm finna call everybody out on it. Facts. Because we that was a low risk, high reward situation.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, he finna go over there and do better than all the backs we have on his roster. Him and Mixon. Now you didn't let them. They got a tandem now. A tandem. And it didn't cost you nothing. He's going to perform, J Money. I promise you, he's going to perform. I'll look you dead in your damn face and say he's going to perform.
Yeah.
Because we watched the film, J Money. We showed our work, J Money. We showed you how bad. First of all, you should have saw week 1 how bad, and that was the most healthy they were. That Browns offensive line was, and it got worse from there. When he got there, them guys was just standing out there, and he was still running hard, still running through tackles, still creating, even when it was nothing there. But J Money continued to do like all the other players do, and just all the other people to do. Look at the stats. He had 400 and some carries, only for 20 yards, sure. But guess what? All yards ain't created equal. They said the same. You said the same. You probably was saying the same thing about them bets last year. They washed. When are we gonna learn?
You know what I was thinking about today? We getting ready to have a whole repeat of running backs proving themselves again. So I'm gonna say this: if Chubb go off this year, which I believe he will, I believe the Texans finna run the ball like crazy, right? And that's gonna be a nasty 2-punch combo. It's gonna be nasty, right? If he stay healthy and they run the ball real well, let's just remember this next time. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause it's now we done gave it 2 years.
How many times I gotta tell you for you to get it right? How about that?
But this is something we should have done. This was kind of like, this is a no-brainer. You know? It's the fit.
I just didn't agree with people saying we good now. You're not good now, actually. If you ain't been paying attention to the streets, you're actually not good in this running back room right now. Shout out, I hope we're DMV in here. He put out a video too. You know what I'm saying? They exposed some things about your potential starting running back. But I know y'all didn't hear that. I know y'all didn't hear that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, let's talk about it. Because the main argument was like, oh, he's injured. He had 2 ACLs. The running back you got on this team right now tore all 4 ligaments in his knee. All of them. And Brian Broaddus called the head coach and said, hey, we got him. What are we getting from him? The 2 things I heard was pass catching and blocking. He said, oh, but as far as running the ball, he don't have it no more. Ain't that what we got him here to do?
Yeah.
Ain't that what we got him here to do?
Yeah.
So, and that's the guy that's gonna be leading this off.
Yeah.
I already complained about Blue. How many times I gotta tell y'all about that? Be honest with you, I'm tired of hearing it. I'm sick and tired of hearing it. I'm like, they gonna have to get better. That's what's gonna have to happen. Somebody gonna have to play above what we've recently have seen. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's a possibility. It is, you know.
But we gonna have to be honest on where they are and what they need to work on. So, you know, I'll just say this. I just don't understand. This was kind of like Booker to me, right? All I'm doing is listening to my head coach. When you saying you want physical, and this is the thing you said, we put our work in the public. It's a lot of critics who don't. You can literally go watch our film breakdown on Chubb. It's wide open. It's not for members only. You can go watch it now.
With no ads.
No ads. Yeah, man.
Can I ask a question? Y'all heard him say he want physical. And funny, I'm doing a running back video too. Can somebody tell me who's our bruiser on this team? Who's gonna be taking it in between the tackles? Because that's what we're gonna be running. So who's gonna do that? Can somebody please put that in there in the chat?
And this is where we might need not Steven Jones, Will McClay. We're gonna have to keep our eye on this.
I was gonna start in preseason. I don't want to see nothing, too many passing the ball. Yeah, it's cute, all that, but we need to see what we have now.
That's right. We need to see that backfield.
No bubble wrapping or nothing.
Right.
Hell no.
Right.
And knock on wood, if they can't make it past preseason, then it wasn't meant to be.
Right. Right. So, and then I'm gonna also start focusing my content a little bit more on what these players do good and what they need to work on.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you right now, we watched the film on Wims. At the same time, let's try this. At the same time, what does he need to work on? 1, 2, 3. Cut back.
Yeah, vision.
Yeah, vision.
He can't see it.
He don't see it. You said, his vision.
The gap scheme is for the non-vision backs, though, because we tell them, hey, the B gap, and that's it. But,
right.
I mean, I still need you to have some type of creativity, but
yeah, you still gotta have. That's the thing. It's not as designed, obviously, as zone, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, but it still gotta be in you as needed. You don't just put it away. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
we need. Yeah, you gotta. Like, we're gonna get you to, the mark. My job is the O-line, but at the end of the day, we pay you the big bucks to make the guy miss. My coach always say that. Like, if we block it up perfectly, there's one free. If he can't make the guy miss, we need to get a new running back. Like, straight like that.
This is real interesting what Keystone just said.
McCarthy never mentioned physical. He didn't want to be physical. He had 4 run plays. Inside zone, left and right. Outside zone, left and right. That's it.
He never mentioned physical. Ooh, that's bad.
He said run the ball, but no. Because when you say physical, when people say that's physical, real. That's how I know. And when people are like, oh, we finna be running zone scheme. No, we're not. That man, Jerry passed the phone to Clayton Adams. You can see in the video I put. He said, we finna get ready to move guys across the line of scrimmage. That spoke to me. I don't know about y'all. That's not zone running. Zone running is me. Hey, I'm shading them off. I'm shading them off. I'm shading them off. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to a spot. I'm trying to give. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really moving somebody on gap. That's the whole thing. That's what I was getting on. People like, huh? That's why we need a Booker. That's all he was doing. Moving folks across the line of scrimmage. That means we going that way. You a corner. If your coach coming to me, all right, we're gonna be in zone. You know what I'm saying? All game versus, all right, I'm gonna need you, boss. Hey, you're gonna be man up without a safety all game. Does that speak to you differently? When you man up all game with no help? It speaks to me. Like, zone, you know what I'm saying? I need guys on parade. No, we moving folks. Regardless who's in front of you.
So, man. All right. So, real quick, man. This the last clip.
John Show with The Athletic. Michael Irvin obviously was in the building. He talked about how he liked the competition even in the meeting rooms, talking about how like having a wide receiver on each dry erase board, kind of going over plays and things like that. Is that left up to the assistant coaches, like each room's different, or is that something top down where you're like, hey, we got to find more ways to make this more interactive? Michael was talking about like you didn't see one guy on a phone, and obviously that in the phone era that we're in, it's probably difficult to do that.
Well, I think it shows you that coaches and players have just understood the central theme of the program.
There you go again. Central theme of the program.
And that is to compete every day. And, this is not a random Tuesday for us. We are trying to throw the best practice in the NFL to date today. And can we do that? I don't know. We'll see. But the coaches individually, when they break up into the rooms, kind of the plan for that day was We wanted to have the legends, I'll refer to them as legends because they all are, sit in the room, and it's fun for those guys that watch film. They miss it. I mean, you can't not miss it. I mean, Babe would speak to that. You miss sitting in meeting rooms, you miss the corrections, you miss the jibing, and the fun stuff. But each coach is going to find a way to, we do a lot of trivia, a lot of questions, and we like to compete, and there's always going to be a winner and a loser. We like to compete, and there's always going to be a winner and a loser. We like to compete, and there's always going to be a winner and a loser.
This man is preaching a propaganda. He's drilling into everybody in their inner conscience.
That's right.
And this is that invisible dome that's being put up.
That's right.
Invisible dome that's gonna filter out even when the Simpsons. Y'all remember the movie?
That boy put the dome up.
That dome up. See, look, character is about good character is about doing what's right when no one's watching. You know what I'm saying? So when the Joneses want to come in and do their little finagling, oh, you playing everything like that, that's gonna be an inner guilt in them, like, oh, I didn't win, but I'm playing. And the guy looking behind you looking like now we didn't expose everybody because it's a brotherhood at the end of the day. To the now when we in the DB meeting room and everybody like, hey, you got this assignment over here. Everybody looking like, yeah, you playing, but we know what happened in practice. That's gonna drive the guy who's been finagled and moved up there, puppeteered up there to play harder because we're creating this sense of secondhand embarrassment that's a part of the team. That's going to drive them to get better. It's in everybody's inner conscience. That's like you were talking about leadership yesterday. This is Shotty, this is a great thing as a head coach, man. When you preaching something and everybody is getting it, like we ain't gonna let nobody be on the phone or nothing like that. Yeah.
And he doing it.
Take it easy on my back.
So like
the central theme of the program is compete every day.
Our telegram. First one's for Brian. You said in Florida that no jobs are being given out on this team. Tyler Booker, is it as easy as throwing him in the right guard competition, or is this kind of a call to the entire offensive line that things could be changed?
Yeah, our motto is compete every day, and that doesn't matter whether you're Dak Prescott, Micah Parsons, it doesn't matter. But when you see that
each room's different, or is that something top down where you're like, hey, we got to find more ways to make this more interactive? Michael was talking about like you didn't see one guy on a phone, and obviously that in the phone era that we're in, it's probably difficult to do that.
Well, I think it shows you that coaches and players have just understood the central theme of the program, and that is to compete every day. And this is not a random.
So we need to know what the invisible dome is, Cowboy Nation. You need to know what it is. He's fighting against the Our Guys philosophy. Y'all, listen, man. This is Shoddy. He is going for it.
You can't handle the truth.
He going for it.
He just literally moved the battle to a different front. You know what I'm saying? They want to fight it from the same way. Okay, well, you know how Jerry and them do during contract season. They want to get directly to the players. Well, guess what? Our Guys philosophy, you want to hype these guys up? I'm going directly for their conscience then. How about that? You want to prop them up? Keep propping them up. They're going to feel guilty when it's not earned. They're going to work harder when it's not earned, because that's what I'm trying to drive. Either way, they're going to have to compete more, or they're going to look goofy in front of their compadres. How about that? That's competition. That's accountability.
Everybody, say a prayer for Shoddy. I'm serious. This is dead serious what I'm saying. I want you to look at the body language of Stephen Jones. as he talking about the central thing. When he start talking about that central thing, you can look at it, tell when he start talking about the central theme of competition. You can see it. You don't even look. This is very uncomfortable, y'all. I want y'all to really understand what Shot is going through. This is uncomfortable. What he's doing is making them uncomfortable. This makes them uncomfortable when this has been your way of doing it.
That's the most important thing is if you pick them, you got to use them.
And the central theme is anti.
That's the most important thing is if you pick them, you got to use them.
What in the world could go wrong?
It's almost like when they were interviewing him, it's like he didn't say anything about this in that interview.
Oh, he ain't talk about this. He left this out.
And he came right to the podium. They handed him the script. Like, all right, you the head coach. Here's your script. He was like, damn that. How about that? competition. Black, straight like that. Damn the script.
It's like, what you say? Hold on real quick. They say, here's your script.
Here's your script.
That boy shot this.
Everybody around me shooters. Ain't no telling who was shooting.
Right up, man. Like, get that out of here, man. Get that out of here.
Man.
You should never. You sign your name on the check now. I'm here. Like
He going for it, y'all. God. So listen, man. I'm gonna open up the phones.
Pile and paper got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right to me. Brown baby trying to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Pile and paper got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the labels want the rights to me. CD on my back and it feel light to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me.
Yeah, man. Y'all give me a second to pull up the phones. I messed up. But if you know the number, call in. I got to post the number. Tripped out. Yeah, so, Lou, you supposed to know to have my back right there. You ain't supposed to just leave me hanging as I'm flying the plane. You see how Lou did your boy?
Man, look.
That boy Lou left your boy hanging hard. Man, I'm over here, man, begging for help. Hey, man, I'm over here, man. Forgot to put up the number. Lou over there like, pull it up. I ain't gonna help you. I ain't gonna make up no topic or nothing.
I'm being cordial, you know what I'm saying?
That ain't cordial, man.
The Southern hospitality, but y'all already know. I'm seeing. He said Steven can't be happy that Micah is calling Shotty. Shout out to Generation.
They calling in still. Shout out to the people who already got the number. Y'all day ones. Give me a second.
Hey.
Some of the homies like, I already got the number, boss. I see them OGs right there. They like, boss, man. Y'all give me 1 second. They in here too. The best done called in. Yup. Y'all give me a second. I got it. Had to fly this thing, man. You feel me? Can't be scared to fly your plane. Bah. All right, this is gonna be interesting, man. We got some fire dudes came in, bro. These some fire dudes. All right, I'm gonna throw up the phone line too. So we got the phone line open. All right. Who we gonna start? We can start with my homie. Chris 214, what's up, man? Hold on real quick. One more time.
Yo, what's going on, boss?
What's up with it, man? Chilling on it, big dog.
Not much, chilling. Hey, what's going on, Lou?
What's good, Chris?
Yeah, man. I'm liking Shotty, dog. Like I really am. Like I know, like I see what he's trying to do.
Man,
We gotta back up Shotty. We
man,
have to.
you have to.
Like, even if he's not that good of a coach, but just seeing in the beginning of what he's trying to do, like you can't be mad at that.
No,
just like you say, this is what's been losing us games.
Right.
Where cats, they just be on the team and they feel good because, oh, hell, I ain't got to worry about this guy. I mean, Jerry, he done already gave me the nod up. He liked me.
The conference has been locked.
He's trying to change that
right
by competition. And that's the best way to go, bro. Hey, come on, man.
Yeah. He going for it, bro. I'm proud of him, bro. This is super dope what he doing, man. Super dope. You know, to make competition literally the centerpiece.
Yeah.
Which is totally anti our guys, bro. That is so, man, that is courageous. That is wise. It's he's still even doing it respectful. It's just well played.
Yeah. But I do want to ask you this, though. So, has he already shown more nuts than Mike McCarthy?
That's a hard question. Because McCarthy shows some big nuts too, man. See, when he went on Rich Eisen's show, bro, when he went on Rich Eisen, ooh,
yeah. Or shoot, just like that press conference. Well, if you can just get your guys in camp or something like that.
Right. I just say this. I think he moving wiser for now. For now.
Okay.
But see, he will have to manage a confrontation because it's coming. It's coming, dog. It's if it ain't already here. If it ain't already here, the body language says to me that it's already here, dog.
Hey, what he got to deal with that in-season stuff too.
Man, tell you, hey, your cousin was right. We gonna have to be serious about that Let Brian Cook campaign. We gonna have to be real serious about that, bro.
No, facts. We got to. We definitely got to back up Shotty. That should be operation number one.
Yeah, no, but let's just get ready to get to work, Chris 214. And we gonna have to be. We gonna have to be doing it. We gonna have to be doing it. During preseason and when we can see it, and we got to be loud. Whoever the best, we got to be loud. Loud. Whoever the best. Period. Because that's having his back. That's having his culture's back when you like that. But if you got a favorite, if you like Ferg like that, and you just can't lay down, period, because he's your pet cat, you ain't helping, Brian.
Yeah.
But we got a full room, Chris, man. I appreciate the call, big dog.
No, it's all good. Y'all boys, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man.
You too, man. Appreciate you. I always appreciate you being first, bro. You're an OG for that. OG.
Yes, sir.
My dog.
Oh, yeah.
My dog. Hey. Salute. Chris 214. Hey, I got a plan, Lou. I can open up the phone lines. And then you can come in if you can, and we can still be in the show that way. You ready? Yeah, your mic off. Why your mic off? It's on me. Hold on real quick. I cut your mic off? Hold on real quick. See, Lou be blaming me, it'd be him.
Oh, it was me.
I know it was you. All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's try it.
The conference has been unlocked.
Go ahead and call in. Man, Lou, you slow on them.
Yeah, I'm not like I used to.
You dial the right number, bro? There it is. All right. See, we gotta be creative, bro. See?
The conference has been locked.
All right, Lou. So now you might need to turn off your mic. Cause you coming now you in the phone. All right, so here we go. So let me do this. All right, so I got Lou. All right, Lou.
Yeah, you can. I hear you.
There we go. All right, we made it work. All right, so 252, you live.
What's the deal, big bro? It's Keystone.
What's up, Key? What's up with it, man? You been cooking in the chat, big dog.
Oh yeah, everything's everything. Everything's good, but that number that's showing there right now, that's my new number. So save that, log that in.
Gotcha. Locking in now.
What's going on, Lou?
What's good, Keystone?
Everything's everything, but you know, I'm gonna keep it real quick because I know there's other callers.
Yeah.
But since we the Dallas Cowboys, every horse that has nuts, they eventually get kicked in them.
Bro.
Keystone signing out. Love y'all. Later.
Man, that boy the same, man. See, he said it perfect because that's I was saying. What's gonna happen, bro? We know what's gonna happen. All right. Okay, here we go. Clebo.
What's good, boss?
Man, we need some wisdom,
What's up,
bro.
Lou?
We need some wisdom, bro.
You need some wisdom? I got something for you, baby. First of all,
I know you finna talk about this Ferg bullshit. Let's go.
Yeah. Nah, it's quick. Bruh. It's quick with the Ferg. Because you know how sometimes you text and everything might be misconstrued. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
But what I was saying about Ferg is I wasn't arguing what y'all was saying. I did say y'all was sleeping on him. Me personally, I haven't seen enough from Span Forward to think he's going to take Ferg's spot. But if he's better than Ferg, I'll never be against the best man winning. Never that.
Right.
So I just wanted to lay that out first.
Yeah.
But my main reason, man, I've been wanting to talk to you for over a month, man, 2 months, man, since we've been talking about this weapons and trenches stuff. Right?
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta hit the button on that, bro. I gotta hit the button on that, bro. You got two trench killers on here, bro. You sure you want to do that right now, bro? You sure you want to do that right now, bro? Because I'm in the mood. I'm all the way in the mood for the shit. I'm all the way in the mood for the shit today.
It's good. We ain't had a good fight in a minute, neither, boss.
Man, put your dukes up.
Here it is, bro. I'm ready. I'm coming out swinging, man. Knockouts. I ain't even going for no jabs. Straight knockouts, bro.
Let's go.
So look. All right. I personally think we fumbled, and when I say we, Cowboy Nation fumbled a great opportunity. And what I mean by that is when we came up with the weapons versus trenches, I love that. At first, I loved it. I loved it because when I think of trenches, I think of offense and defensive lines. When I think of weapons, I look at receivers, tight ends, running backs, DBs, and linebackers.
Right.
That's how I look at football. So I was loving the weapons versus trenches, but then it turned into offensive alignment versus wide receiver. And then that's all like when y'all was what's y'all call? I mean, what's the name of y'all group? I know it's not superheroes. I forgot the name what y'all call.
DC Universe.
When you have
DC Universe.
Okay, there we go. DC Universe. So I was watching all of them episodes, and shout out to all of them content creators because I rock with all of them and all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? You already know that, ball. But where I got the pushback at is I think we would literally win. My main argument is really against the people who are saying wide receiver 2 was our biggest need. And man, that thing was just like, damn, it had me thinking, do I not know football anymore, bro? So I started thinking more and more and more. Like, I'm looking at wide receiver 2, bro. I was just listening to Henny and Landlord and West Coast about 45 minutes ago before y'all came on. Specifically said. So this is my question. I'm gonna ask you. Even though I know
I'm waiting on this damn punch. What a punch, Klebo!
Here it is. It's coming.
You've been telling me that punch been coming for the last 10 minutes, man. Where the punch at?
You gotta size your opponent up first, boss. I ain't coming up here wild punching.
You said you was coming out, no jabs. This been nothing but flurries.
Okay, all right, okay, my bad. Well, let me just get straight to the point. I was gonna ask you questions because I wanted to set it up that way, but I ain't even gonna ask the questions because I already kind of know the answer. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm hearing wide receiver 2, and honestly, I don't know if you're gonna really fight me on this, but I have heard
that's
you
what
say
I'm talking about, Klebo.
No, listen. Let me finish.
Man, I'm ready to fight. You done geared me up for a damn fight, and you over here talking about we ain't gonna fight. Hell no, we finna fight, Klebo.
No. Okay, all right. Okay, we still gonna fight. We still gonna fight.
Goddamn fight.
I heard you say
we need to fight. Shit.
Okay.
You done listen, man. You done got everybody excited to see a fight, and now you want to bump my shoulder.
Here come the fight. Here come the fight, boss. Here come the fight, boss.
All right, man, let's go.
when we talking about wide receiver 2 as our major need and most important position, or that most needed position, I should say, is that for the regular season or for the playoffs? Because if we look at 5 Dak Prescott's losses in the playoffs, I done heard, and with my own eyes, I done seen us saying we lost because we can't stop the run, we can't run the ball, we can't generate pressure on the quarterback, we don't create turnovers. I ain't never heard not one person we lost because we didn't have a wide receiver 2. The only time I kind of heard is when Tony Pollard got hurt that year, and we was like, we needed more weapons because they was doubling CD. I understood that. But even in that game, we didn't even attempt to run the ball. So, and we couldn't stop the run. So the whole time I'm hearing this argument with trenches versus weapons, I'm like, is this for regular season talk? Because okay, yeah, he might put up big numbers in the regular season and all of that, but if we can't stop the run,
damn, that's me.
if you could tell me we can get a George Pickens quality player at one tech and have Mozzie back him up, or George Pickens one player at running back, or at cornerback, or at linebacker. We looking at the glamour position like wide receiver 2. This is a major need. Our quarterback got robbed of MVP with the same weapons. What are we talking about? And the real pushback for real is when I know you say a lot that our voice counts, our voice counts. So we gotta let them know they read our Twitters and all of that. And I agree with that. But the only pushback I have, I don't think they really do anything about it until we show that we're not spending the money that we spend on them. And my example is last year's training camp. Law Nation was out there showing like, damn, I ain't never seen it this empty. Doing that loser streak when we was losing.
Right.
Jay Tuck, I know Jay Tuck was one person. He was saying that he wasn't gonna renew his tickets. I heard many fans saying they wasn't going to no games. So the reason I say we fumbled it, as soon as we signed George Pickens, and I salute you, bro, that day when you was going on Henny and Landlord, you was like, man, nah, y'all don't have that same, and I rock with them too, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing bad about them, I love them too, so I rock with them too. So when you was like, yeah, y'all don't have that same energy for one tech like y'all was doing for wide receiver, you was right, boss. That shit was 100% true. And it wasn't just them, it was everybody. Everybody exhaled. Everybody just like, oh yeah, now we going to training camp. Now we going to this game. And you think the Joneses didn't see that? Why you think they ain't getting no more people? We took our foot off the gas, bro. And for like the wide receiver too, like, come on, dude. Everybody who was lobbying for wide receiver 2 talk about, look at the Dolphins and Vikings and Eagles and Bengals and But I'm like, and what the hell has them teams won? They ain't won shit with them 2 wide receiver twos. You can tell me the Bengals went to the Super Bowl that year. Their defense carried them in the playoff, and you can tell me Eagles last year. But everybody knows Saquon made a difference on that team last year. So all this wide receiver too, we it's like we doing that just to get Dak stats up and to get MVP. He already proved he could do it with the one. It ain't been one season since Dak Prescott had a real number one receiver, regardless of who the number 2 receiver was. With Dak wasn't putting up good numbers unless he got hurt or something.
Damn.
And then last year,
Clebo, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
know what?
no.
Say, man, listen, bro.
My bad, bro.
Say, this is one of the freestyles I had to stop you from rapping.
My bad, bro. My bad, bro. I've been holding that in for 2 months, bro.
I can tell.
Hey, man. My bad. I apologize.
You know what it meant?
Bro. You know
hey, Clebo, you know what that, bro? You had all the bullets saved, dog. We needed you in the fight, dog.
That's what I was trying to do all this time, bro. I was like, I wish I could, cause all them, man, like I said, man, I love George Pickens. He gonna help our offense out tremendously, bro.
Yeah, bro.
But come on, bro. These people telling me, they were talking about Tolbert Mingo is our number 2 receiver. So they mean to tell me they trust Andrew Booth, Elam, and Kayla Carson over our 3 receivers that we had before we had Pickens? I done seen Tolbert make plays. My bad. I know. Yeah, my bad, bro.
Enough shots, bro.
Go ahead.
We dead, all right? We dead, all right?
He dead.
You killed them all, bro.
Hey, look, bro.
They're all dead.
Hey, look, I'm coming to the funeral, bro. I'm making sure.
Damn. God, Clebo.
Man, I'm telling you, boss. Look, on some real. Look.
Go ahead.
Nah, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I just want.
Which part? Which part? I see you hit every point.
You said?
Man, talk about I'm done with that. Done with which part? Like, God. Anyway.
No, I'm done with the. I just feel like we fumbled the opportunity, bro. We had the Joneses right by the balls, bro, and we fumbled the opportunity, bro. Like, that's why I'm so mad about it, because I'm like, damn, man, we could have made this team a better team prepared for the playoffs. George Pickens, as good as he is or whatever, I love the pick, don't get me wrong. He makes us a better regular season team, bro, but I don't see it in the playoffs. We still can't stop the run. I mean, unless they banking on the coaches, and I wish the coaches can stop putting a damn scheme to help us stop the run and ain't about the players. I don't truly believe that, but I mean, I hope that's the case. But I just feel like we squandered a huge opportunity. Even Stephen Jones, before he even got, oh yeah, we know our receiver 2's a big need on our team. I'm like, damn, do I know how to play off football? I mean, come on, bro. Like, you don't win in the playoffs by throwing the ball all over the place. Even your high elite.
All right, Clebo, I gotta turn you off.
Go ahead. My bad.
Dog,
and can I just say one last thing? This ain't about that, but this is just about the people who keep saying the Joneses are moving different. They moving different. I want everybody to know they not moving different. We still shopping at Marshalls. Just because we buy 20 items from Marshalls and we only bought 3 last year, don't make they moving different, bro. You know what I'm saying? So people trying to put quantity over quality. Because last year, if we would have got Eric Kendricks, Saquon Barkley, and a Pro Bowl 1 tech, would everybody still be saying they moving differently? It's crazy, bro. But much love to you, boss. Still know what you're doing. Lou, great talking to you. Never talk to you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Congratulations on your 3,000 too, bro.
Man, that was dope call, bro. Man. My boy Clebo, man. Listen, that boat, man. He was gonna get it in. Hey, Lou, I'm gonna tell you right now. The secret is you have to cut some of these dudes off. I'm gonna tell you right now, because these dudes is killers in here, bro. I'm telling you. All right, here we go. We got it.
Nah, let him shoot, man. Hey, Clebo, if you
no, he gone. Clebo gone. We got Magic now.
He in the check. Look.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Hey, I don't agree with him because he's one of them excuse makers. This is what I hate about Cowboy Nation and some of the other people. When we go 12-5. Y'all, we won Super Bowl. Then when we get our ass whooped, Oh man, we need Emmitt Smith. We need Tony Dorsett. Man, I don't like that. You the type of guys I can't play with. It's like we go to a basketball court and we kick everybody's butt. Then when everybody know how to play us, then we get our butt whooped. Now you mad. No, man. When you're 12-5, and you got good coaching, good scheme, and everybody do their spot, you got a chance to win. There's a lot of teams went to the Super Bowl like the Giants when they upset us, when we beat them twice, when we was 13-3, and they got us, and they beat us. And Patrick Craig.
Hold on, Magic. I don't see what you said that has anything to do with what Klebo said.
Well, what Kleber's trying to make an excuse, talking about the team, this team is talented. We always got talent. The bad coaching last year didn't help.
Wait, Magic. What excuse did he make specifically? You have not yet said what none he said.
I'm trying to see what he said. He said we need I'm glad Louis finally on there. I gotta get on you, Louis. I like to keep it real.
No. See, you came over here, you talked about my boy Klebo. I need you first to say what Klebo said.
I'm gonna say it, what y'all saying. Y'all keep saying we need a halfback. You got halfbacks. You ain't gonna tell until the Cap Cup. Why you want to bring more halfbacks in the game? Tailback. Let me talk.
Wait.
Louis talking about the tailback.
You say.
Only a position.
Hold on real quick, Marv.
I agree with.
Coach. You say, we saying like, so we were saying we wanted Chubb. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
All right. So yeah, we wanted Chubb.
If you would have got Chubb,
okay,
I'd have been yes. But if we don't have Chubb, no, it doesn't matter. I want to see what these young boys do before I bring an old ass.
See, that's the problem though, Magic. See, you can't do that.
No, that ain't
you trying to do both.
Because you can't say
you can't do both.
I gotta
hold on. No, you can't. You trying to do both. You can't. You ain't gonna be able to out talk me too. I'm gonna mute you. So this is the deal. You trying to do both. You said if we got him, I would have been cool. But then if we don't get him, I want to see what these young guys could do. What you're trying to do is you're trying to play both sides. What you're saying you was go cheer for what you decided fall on. You can't do that shit. No, you gotta pick a side. No, you gotta pick a side. Did you want Chubb or not, Magic?
Not really. No.
Okay. So if you didn't want Chubb, just say that. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't want Chubb, you didn't want him. We wanted Chubb to add to the competition in the room. What's wrong with that? Because see, if we go with your way, Magic. No, hold on, Magic. If we go with your way, Magic, listen. If we go with your way, Magic, then what happens is if we wait to see what these young guys could do, then Chubb get picked up by the Texans. You don't see the problem with that, Magic?
Nope. Because with the running scheme we got now, with that line we got now, one of them halfbacks gonna run for 1,200 to 1,300 yards, and you're gonna have another back that probably gets 200 to 400 yards.
Hold on, which back is gonna run for 1,300 yards? Which back?
Either one.
I need a damn name.
Either one.
I need a motherfucking name. I need a
motherfucking one. You keep talking about Louis. Either fucking one.
Hey, why you cussing? Wait, hold on. Why you cussing?
Blue, Blue ain't gonna run. Blue, I did it. Blue might get 600, 700, 800 yards if they play him.
Blue?
Magic.
But Blue is gonna be a weapon if I get 600, 700 yards. But
Magic.
My guy is either gonna be the Denver halfback or Mata. One of them gonna be 1,000-yard runner.
Mata is gonna get 1,000 yards or Williams.
If Mata beat off the halfback that we got from Denver, or the Denver, one of them two big boys, one of them gonna be the 1,000.
Man, you talking to a Texas fan. I know Blue more than anybody who's on it. I'm a Texas fan. I've been watching for 4 years.
I've been watching too.
I've been watching
all the halfbacks.
That man ain't got 1,000 yards yet in his life.
I didn't say he was going to get 1,000 yards. I said he might get a 700 yards. I said my camp, the Clemson back or the Denver back. If they be one of them, the starting back, they're going to get with the running scheme we got, and you play the offensive line.
Man, Marv, shut up, man. You be doing this every year, man. You do this every year, Marv. You get on my goddamn nerves. Because you know every year you know what you do.
Come on.
I love you, Marv, but come on now. No, listen, Marv. No, hell no. Marv, listen. No, Marv, I'm finna talk to you. No, I'm finna talk to you, Marv. Listen. I gotta let you know. Listen, Marv. Because you know when Dan Quinn was coming in, you know what you were saying?
You know right.
No, hold on. There's only one of us go talk, Marv. So this is the deal. So this is the deal, man. Marv, listen.
Yes.
You do this every year,
I'm
Marv.
prove my point.
You do this every year. Yes, you do.
Prove my point.
No.
You know
You ain't finna ask me no questions while I'm talking, Marv. You ain't finna ask me no goddamn questions while I'm talking. No, you not.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. I know. What?
Come on.
What you say? Come on.
Okay.
Who you talking to?
Hey. Okay.
You better calm down.
Tell the truth.
I respect that you called in, but you gonna calm your ass down, Marv. I respect that you called in, but guys, man, you go. Hey, man, I do respect that you at least came to the Lions Den. I respect that. Now you can't, because I was talking.
I'm gonna put you on.
Hey, Marv.
Okay, go ahead.
Marv, listen, I got too many calls to deal with you right now. Okay. But I do respect. I respect like hell that you called in, bro. I do respect it.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
The only thing I was gonna say, y'all did that last year with the halfback. Y'all was crying that we let go, number 23. I haven't said if he got the running the ball, you can tell. I was at the camp. You can tell how he was running. He was gonna get. He was getting good yards, even with the bad play call. And he left. Now you got a better running scheme, better offensive players, and more dangerous. The halfback's gonna get over 1,000 yards. That's all I was trying to say.
Okay, hold on. So,
no,
listen, Marv. God damn. All right, so listen. Marv, on Rico, you was right.
Yeah.
On Rico, you was right.
Yeah.
So this is what I mean by that. Now shut your goddamn mouth, Marv, and let me finish. So Marv. Listen. So Marv, listen. So this is the deal. You made a major wager when you bet on Rico, right? Because Rico got injured every year up to last year. You know what I'm saying? So you ended up being right on that. I'm not going to deny that you was right on that. Okay? You was right on that. So I'm not going to take one of your victory laps away from you from your optimism. Your optimism paid off on that one. Okay? All right? And I'm going to say this. You can't blame me, though, Marv, for not having optimism. Shut up! You can't blame me, Marv, for not having optimism in something that's never worked. You see what I'm saying? So maybe your optimism might pay off. But if you optimism on all things, eventually it will. but this is the deal.
Louis?
Man, hey, nah. You say one more thing, bro. You trying to sneak in something else. I ain't gonna let you do it. But good call. Good call, Marv. That was Magic City, man. Magic City called in, man. I respect Magic for that. I respect that a little bit. I do. I respect that a little bit.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. All right, so we got DP. Bring us home, bro.
What up with the Boss Cowboy?
Man, chilling. We got Lou with us. He can hear you too.
Yeah, I'm glad Lou there too. I'm glad Lou here too. Because I ain't got to talk to none of y'all in a minute. It's been a while. And so I don't want to take up too much time. I just had really two things I did want to cover. First and foremost, though, we talked right after the draft. And I told you I was real happy with Booker. You know what I mean? I told you a week before the draft, the man hired offensive line coach
to be his offensive coordinator or hire the offensive line coach a second. It was his first 2 hires. So I don't know where anybody was thinking like we wasn't going to fix the line. I do think I've heard some people talking about him possibly reshuffling it is interesting. But I think people are looking at the wrong thing. Everybody talks about Awesome and Tyler. If they really thinking about reshuffling his line, Awesome could grab Terrence.
Ooh.
And Stephen Jones gonna make damn sure of it.
Ooh.
He's gonna make damn sure of it.
You say, hold on. Awesome Rich is going at Terrence still?
Yes.
They gonna move to the left or the right?
Reshuffle the line. If they're gonna reshuffle the line, Stephen Jones gonna make sure they take the cheap. They're gonna get the expensive guy out. That's what I'm saying. Now, all that reflipping and all that reshuffling, yeah, that might still go. But even if, let's be honest, if they is talking about moving people around, they is saying about putting Tyler at right tackle, then that means Awesome might not even have to be a starter, and we can still get rid of Terrence. They just looking at money, is what that look like to me.
Yeah.
I was really wanting to bring up that's been annoying the hell out of me. Why we talking like Trey Diggs' contract is big, bro? Like he's not already like $7 million on the market.
Oh man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go preach. I can tell it's in your heart.
I'm saying, bro.
You got the floor.
Coming at Diggs. Folks is coming at Diggs like, oh, we can't afford to pay the dude that already gave us a $5 million discount at signing. Like, to hell the fact he been hurt the last 2 years. The 2 years he wasn't hurt, he was damn all pro. Why are you in a rush to get rid of this man instead of letting him come back and be healthy? Did y'all forget? He was the biggest dog on the defense. He was the one hyping up the front. He was the one coming up here folks talking shit. Diggs was the one that used to get us started. Then he hurt his knee. He came back. What he doing in the first 2 games before he got hurt? Went right back to being the lead dog. That's not Mike's defense. That's Trey's defense. Y'all better get that shit straight.
Wait. Hey. Hey, DP. DP. Who was the dude that had something to say to Dak? Called him a female dog. Who was that?
Look here. Hey,
who was that?
You heard everybody talk shit, you know what I mean? But come on, it's the biggest dog gonna go after the biggest dog, you know what I mean? If it's the quarterback gonna be the team's alpha, well, guess what? There's one cat that go draw right at him, and he's on defense, it's probably a reason for it, bro. It's probably a reason for it, bro. And while you bullshitting, the dude that talked the second most shit to Dak on the goddamn team don't hardly get no PT, and they still ain't giving me none. And that's easy. Go watch any practice. So every time you touch the ball, Dak, I do this shit. Keep throwing over here. I do this shit. I'm telling you.
Say, man, y'all clapping over
DP, man. It's like J. Lou Part 2, bro.
DP just getting started.
J. Lou Part 2, bro.
He just getting started.
They don't like to play.
He just getting started, y'all. He just getting started. Flag on the plate. Now keep cooking.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, like, it's a lot of bullshit that need to get brought to light. Like, it's all this kumbaya shit about us being happy with the new head coach and how he's flipping the culture. But since we gonna be honest, let's be honest, bro.
Ooh.
Let's be honest.
Ooh.
Now, I mean, it's the people on this team whose position is in jeopardy. It ain't never been because of their level of play. Because guess what? Some of y'all never should have been there. But the front office made sure. We here to fix that. That's what this summer's about. That's why Steven went to sucking on his damn lip and shit and had to sit up straight.
Man, sitting there sucking on his damn lip. Was I the only one who noticed that? Come on now, DP, talk to her. Sucking on his lip when he started talking about competition. He started sucking on his...
He was bothered.
He was bothered.
Understand something?
Was he bothered, DP? Was he bothered?
Look, he was bothered. Bro, look, I think it was like a week ago. I'm listening to a show. It was you, Landlord, and Ken Henry. And somebody asked the question, They was looking at different corners and their values and shit, right? And they said, well, who the highest paid nigga? Motherfucker said, I don't know. And they Googled it. Guess what the answer was? Jordan Lewis.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you mean that dude who we suppressed for 5 years, hiding him from the league, trying to keep giving him low-ball ass contract because we knew what he was coming out the hip pocket?
Oh,
hell, we used to call him hip pocket.
Handle the truth.
We doing the same thing to Izzy, bro. We got to stop this shit. Somebody got to call it out. I'll do it.
You can't handle the truth. You want answers?
And I'm happy Y.A. Thomas is getting the shot he's getting right now.
You can't handle the truth. You want answers?
It makes absolutely no sense to me that you're still hearing about him getting more love even in the nickel than Izzy.
You can't handle the truth.
All this talk about that boy from Buffalo, he's running fast, all that. That's good and all that. At the same time, what the hell does Izzy got to do to get this team to say we happy that he's here?
What the fuck
How much he got to put in for y'all to say, we happy that he's here. We gonna give him a chance. We want to see him get a ball and shine.
Hey.
That's frustrating to me.
Man.
But I will say this. If Jotty ain't never did nothing else, at least for one summer, he got everybody listening to him and got the main thing back to being the main thing.
Yeah, it's right. If he ain't did nothing else, he's gotten the main thing being the main thing.
Summer.
That's right, bro. Man, thank you, bro. Real talk. If it's anything we can be happy about right now, it's for a moment the window is open for us to have competition. Will they turn around and shut it down?
We can't be happy about that though.
I'll be happy for that.
But look,
we got to see it play out.
I'm gonna say this one last thing before I go.
All right.
I got to say one last thing before I go.
All right.
You know what I mean? A lot of folks, to me, it's weird that we allow the nation to divide us as Cowboys fans into these different factions.
Yeah.
Some people want to hate the quarterback. Some people love the quarterback.
Yeah.
Some people, love Jerry and think he can't do nothing wrong. And some people feel like the front office is what's been holding us back.
That's true, though. Shit.
I just want to say, can we all just decide to say, at least 2025, let's treat 2025 as 2025. It ain't nothing to do with 24, 23, or 22, or 1990, 70, nothing. Just let it be this. Let's let this coaching staff put their hands on these boys, and let's support them. And let's not buy into these narratives, even the ones that the Cowboys drive. We're just going to let the film talk.
There it is. Man, appreciate it, DP. Good final word, bro. Let's jump back in the show, Lou. We'll close it out. Man, good call, bro. That was a dope call. All right, bro. We got Lou on the way back, man. I told y'all we had some killers. See, Lou, you got to take over, bro. You'll tell you if you don't take over, bro.
I know. I'm learning.
Them dudes are just. But they was cooking though.
Shout out to everybody, man.
Cooking, man. So, man, just real quick, I just wanted to show something, man. My first logo that I made this myself, bro. This is my first logo. Oh. You know how sometimes you go look back at some of your previous work, you be like, man, say.
You got the city on the back, on the bottom.
Say, man, got the city working all through my beard. You feel me? Yeah. My boy West Coast laughed at it though, man, and
what?
Yeah, they laughed at it. They said that can't be no logo, bro. You can't have no logo like that, bro. And then producer G laughed at it too. He was like, "Nah, boss, you can't do that, bro." So I was just going back in time, man. I was just, you know how you find stuff on your computer. You be like, "Ah, yeah, I remember that. That was the first boss. That was the first. That's when he first made it official. You hear me? So, Boss Cowboy's getting ready to go bye-bye, though. I'm going to tell y'all right now. It's for to go bye-bye. Boss Cowboy is going away. And what you going to see is Boss Show Me. So, I'm telling you now. Boss Cowboy is going away. It's Boss Show Me. So, That's where I am, and that's where I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay right there. So my final words. It's real clear what Brian Schottenheimer is doing, man. Hold on, man. Let me get my vibe right. Matter of fact, I don't want that. I want the we can do better vibe.
Yeah, how we came in. Let's go out.
Let's do that. That's my vibe right there. Because we can do better. Hold on real quick, man. Let me play this. Yeah. See, I feel, yeah, I feel a little bit better. And real quick, I want to say this before I get my final words. Shout out to Magic, bro. I'm glad Magic called in, man. That boy Magic called in because I respect that, man. If you got a problem, call in, dog. I respect that.
That's what the fights are all about, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't agree with the fights and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like, but that's what it's about. Like, you have an opinion,
right?
You just letting it sit up on there and let it fester and everything like that. Nah, get it out.
Get it out.
Throw it at me.
Get it out.
So we can come to. We may not come to an agreement.
We might not.
I at least know where you stand.
I know where you stand. And see, and I'm gonna fight you. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Magic said I'm gonna fight too. I said, it's cool. I'm cool with a fight. Let's go. Hey, I ain't got no pride in that. Let's go. You know. So anyway, but seriously, this is serious. What Brian is doing. It's genius. It's chess. It's wisdom. This man has prepared for this moment. How do you make the cornerstone of your vision anti their vision? Their vision has been for the longest. If you pick them, you got to play them.
That's the most important thing is if you pick them, you got to use them.
That's been for the longest. And Brian has made now competition the centerpiece. And you can see it's uncomfortable. This is uncomfortable for everybody, Lou. This is uncomfortable for Brian to go in there and say, hey man, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with our guys. I know we gotta draft and develop, but we can push that too far when we stop making a winner and a loser, not the winner and a loser. What did he say, Lou? He said there's going to be a winner and there's going to be a loser. So the test is coming, y'all. The test is coming on competition. Training camp is coming. There are going to be some people that's going to come out of nowhere and beat out some of our favorites. What we going to do? Are we going to get behind Lou, Brian Schottenheimer, Lou? What we going to do? Or are we going to let that man fight his own fight, Lou? Are we going to let this man fight his own fight, Lou? Or we going to fight with him, bro? Because this is a difference in vision that's going to come to a head. So, but if Brian wins, this is our window to make it happen, do better, and potentially win it all. My final word.
Yeah, my final word is we need to bag Shotty. He's moving like a calculated, you know what I'm saying, like evil wizard scientist that he's been sitting around last year seeing how, they was doing McCarthy, and he was like, yeah, I ain't gonna do that if I ever do get the chance. You gotta sometimes like, dog, y'all gotta see how ingenious and how insane this is. This man wrote out this plan, and there was no guarantee this man was gonna be a coach. This is a well-calculated plan. This is a plan that had to be in play before he even got the offensive coordinator position. Because you had to really see the ins and outs to literally plan out your first step of battle of how and attack the entire core of the Dallas Cowboys existence of the 2020s. Attack that man right there. This you gotta be well calculated. You can't be this ain't something he came up on the fly. Somebody insane gotta come up with this.
Right.
And I'm glad
Right.
it's him. I'm glad it's him.
Yeah.
I really am. Because at the end of the day, that's why I call him Tyrion Lannister.
Ooh. Talk.
I call him Tyrion Lannister.
Let me turn this down. Hell no. I gotta turn this down.
Y'all, if y'all watch Game of Thrones, that's my favorite character in the entire show.
Man, Talk, boy, that boy was.
Because bro, I love my guy Ned Stark. Winter is coming. Yeah. He was honorable. You know what I'm saying?
Honorable fool.
He was honorable. And the person performed, I think it was his brother or something, it's Aaron. He was honorable too. That both got them killed.
Boom.
That both got them killed. They was
Dead.
It was too far of being the right guy, and it got them killed.
Mm.
But you know who survived? Somebody who can literally change with the environment. Even when he had his crazy nephew, he got crazy with him.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Even when he had the calm, collected king of his grandfather, he had to get calm and collected too. He had to. That's what made him a great hand. And I say this when I say this. Schottenheimer is moving like the Tyrion Lannister, man.
Ooh.
To get what you want, you cannot oppose the direct threat. You gotta change the battlefield.
Ooh.
You gotta re-engineer the entire situation.
Ooh.
What do you want? You want football to mean something again? Well, guess what? Here's the thing. You're not gonna change these guys from thinking outside their wallet. We too far in. We are $10 billion in it. So how are we going to re-engineer and get to where we want to go? Well, the only way is to get to them is get to their product, who they care so preciously, who they can't really control. Create that guilt inside of them. You know what I'm saying? Put that dome up inside of them. Put that accountability up inside of them. You know what I'm saying? So when they do get something they don't deserve, let's see how they really feel. You know what I'm saying? That's like y'all got kids. That's how sometimes you got to parent that way. That's how you know your parenting works. When they get to the crosswords and doing something bad or good, that inner voice in their head tells them to not do that, or I need to be better. This is how you build a team that's competitive again, because we know this has been the difference when we've been competing in wintertime. It's not been the talent like people have been up here and saying. The difference between when you going up against San Fran, and I had former teammates that played at San Fran, they said, man, them people are in their dog. They working, man. They want it differently. And you see what's going here, man, it ain't like there's a reason why it play out the way it plays out in them playoff games. That's the difference in football. You have to want it as bad or more than the guy in front of you. It's not I'm sorry. And that's why we get like, oh man, like CJ Anderson, man, where'd he come from? He just came off the streets and he ran for 200 yards because he wanted it more than you. Straight like that. That's why you can't measure this. You can't measure heart. You can't measure a dog. So I love it. I really do love it, man. I appreciate what Shotty's doing. Let's see. That's your first move, Shotty. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the full game of chess. It's all about how you respond when you're down. So when they do come with, and they are, I'm telling y'all right now, spoiler alert, them not getting the running back and them getting Pickens, there's another battle coming of throwing the ball. How will you respond? Because a shout out to, I forgot his name. He was up here, was saying, with Team Weber versus Trenches. That was my main fight. That fight is coming back up again. I'm telling y'all, I already see it coming. Oh, we don't have the running backs to actually run the ball. So hell no! Hell to the no. I'm telling you that right now. I know. I'm gonna tell you, I know that for sure. Us passing the ball ain't gonna work because the better teams who got better talent than you, that shit didn't work. Patrick, when the going get tough, Josh Allen got all them MVPs. You know what they did? I saw it on the 10-yard line in the AFC Championship game. They said, nope, turn around and hand that ball off. Nope, Patrick Mahomes, turn around and hand that ball off. The one team who wanted to be crazy and be like, oh, Lamar, take us there, fell flat on their face. When are we going to catch up and actually see that? That is the next battle. That is the battle for Schottenheimer to convince Cowboy Nation and their front office that even though passing is going to sell tickets, running the football is going to win us games. Will we accept the challenge? I'm done.
God, dog. I see the trap too, bro. Without that one tech to help Mozzie, without the running game, go throw the ball.